Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here, going to be doing some more Killing Floor gun game, and just like in last video, I was on that server that's in Brazil, which is the only reason I'm on the server is because it's the only active server, so I have a really bad ping, it's like 200 plus, and you'll really see it in this game. A lot of my bullets won't actually connect, they're not actually going where they're going, and the enemies aren't standing where they're standing. This became really apparent with shotguns. I could not use shotguns to save my life. But you'll just see it when you get there. So yeah, hey, we're going to answer your questions. If you want us to answer your questions, leave a question down below in the comments, and we'll try to answer it in a future voiceover. And I think you picked one out. I already forgot what it was.
Yes. Someone asked in one of the previous videos, what is your What the hell is that guy doing?
So I forgot about that. There's a glitch in the gun game where you'll have the knifing animation, but you're going super gangster with your pistol. It's like you're either trying to curve your bullets or you're trying to look cool, but it doesn't work.
This isn't Wanted. Anyway, so someone asked what your favorite developer is.
So I have quite a few I like and quite a few I dislike.
You know, I really feel like one of the ones you're gonna name.
Nope it out of there.
One of the ones you're gonna name are the people behind the Serious Sam games.
Yeah, that's definitely one of them. Because they're just one of those companies that they've done what they've been doing for a long time. They've never changed. They've never tried to sell out. They still make that old arcadey Serious Sam game that everyone loves. And you know, people really didn't like Serious Sam 2, but I was perfectly fine with it. I know I'm going to get lynched for saying that, but it still felt like Serious Sam. It was just cartoony and really goofy.
You know, I still have yet to play Serious Sam 2.
Now, when I say Serious Sam 2, I don't mean Serious Sam the Second Encounter. I mean Serious Sam 2, which is two entirely different games.
I'm almost positive that I have that, I just never played it.
Okay. Well, yeah, Serious Sam 2 wasn't very liked, but everyone likes all the other ones. The only thing about Serious Sam that has always annoyed me, and this is mainly a problem with the first encounter, not so much the second encounter, it's still a problem with Serious Sam 3 as well, so much fucking Egypt. Like, it never changes. It's always the same environment. It gets kind of stale, and I know the combat's the most important... Man, that guy just got his head taken off.
Brain surgery much?
I know the combat's the most important part of Serious Sam. It needs to be that goofy, over-the-top guys yelling at you before they explode type combat.
I love those guys.
But you know, the environment's changing really helped the second encounter. So that's something that I wish they kept in Serious Sam 3. And Serious Sam 2, that's another thing with Serious Sam 2. There were so many different environments in that game. And despite people not really liking the game itself, at least the environments look good. The environments? Just go ahead and shorten that. But yeah, they're definitely one of my favorite ones.
Now, one of my favorites, I have favorites all across the board. It really depends on like the genre of the game. I have to say, when it comes to like Metroidvania style games, well, why not pick one of the companies that is behind, you know, part of the name of that genre? I'm gonna say Konami, because I fucking love Castlevania. I mean,
Konami, I feel like at one point I could say was one of my favorites, and throughout recent history they just kind of, it's not that I don't get the feeling that they're evil, just really incompetent at times. I
can see that, and I'm gonna kind of agree with you here, but this is more or less based on personal bias, and that's because
I'm gonna interrupt you. Great example of hit detection not working because of the lag.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Castlevania. Then I went and played Lords of Shadow, and just mad. Not because, you know, oh, they changed the gameplay style. It's like, whatever, I've played God of War, I don't care. No, it's the fact that they took, like, the lore of the entire series and twisted it all into one game.
Now, personally, I didn't really care. Man, I can't kill anyone with this thing, thank you. Personally, myself, I don't really care about the lore being changed, which, I mean, it's still stupid that you do that. But the gameplay was so uninspiring and repetitive and linear that I only got like a quarter of the way through the game and just lost interest.
I mean, you know that you're doing something wrong as a developer when you make these wide open looking environments and then just fucking slap invisible walls all over the place. It really... That game discouraged exploration so much. It really did.
We need more games where you can explore, and linear to an extent, I feel like that word is thrown around a little bit too much, because when you do linear right, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, Half-Life 2 is a great example of that. It's a pretty linear game, but it feels like you can still explore, and it feels like It doesn't feel like it's small. It doesn't feel like a linear game, even though it very obviously is.
I got lost a lot playing Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2?
Yes.
That's not an answer?
Both.
Okay. Well, Half-Life 2 is a little bit harder to get lost in. Half-Life 1 I can understand because there was a lot of puzzles where you kind of needed to double back every once in a while, but...
Well, really, it was that area with, like, all the Striders in that courtyard.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
And then in Half-Life 1, fucking on a rail.
Yeah, going with the hit detection thing again, this shotgun, I could not get off this thing to save my life, and I just could not hit anyone. Great example here. I put my shotgun right up this guy's asshole, and he survives it. 2 barrels, too. It, like, didn't even hit him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the problem when you have, like, 200 plus ping.
I'm sorry, but, like, I know gun game is fun and all, and I personally enjoy it, but is this worth it?
It was working with every other guns except shotguns. I don't know what it is, but the shotgun specifically... Maybe it's just because each individual pellet doesn't seem to do as much damage. See, the only reason I killed him is because I got a lucky headshot with one of them.
I see. But yes, like, it all depends on the genre of the game. As I was saying, Metroidvanias, of course, I'm going to go towards Konami, but really nothing else because... I'm sorry, Metal Gear Solid 4, what the fuck? And then fucking...
Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of those weird games because people love the shit out of that game.
I played, like, all of the Metal Gear games, and I mean starting at the friggin' NES one.
I did not see that guy.
Really?
At all.
You mean the guy that was, like, spraying bullets up your ass?
I was focusing on the guys farther away, and then suddenly I was like, oh hey, there's someone crouching in front of me. Who would have thought that would happen?
But yeah,
people love that game, and personally my opinion on it is it's the best movie I've ever played. Because, dear God, when I'm playing a game, I want to play a game. Like, I get it that story is important, but for fuck's sake.
like, it wasn't even, like, the extended cutscenes that got to me, which, by the way, like, I've heard so many rumors of people saying that, Kojima wants to be, like, a movie director, and rumor or not, it showed in that game. But, like, that's not what got to me. It was installing each new act, and it took, like, fucking 30 minutes an act. No! I really sincerely hope that everybody learned from that mistake on this console last console generation, and will fix it this generation, which, by the way, I really don't care because I'm not going to buy a friggin' one or a PS4.
Yeah, that reminds me. They said that Halo 2 Anniversary is confirmed, but I still don't care. That's not worth buying an Xbox One. Like, it really has to, 1, drop in price for me to give a shit about it, and 2, have a lot more exclusives, and even then, I don't care about the Xbox One, I just want the games that it's holding hostage. You know, I have a computer, why would I want a lockdown console that's nowhere near as good?
Because fanboyism.
Yeah, that's the legitimate annoying thing about it, is that people have just kind of go with their next console because that's what they've always done, and they legitimately don't know that, you know, you can buy a PC for the same price and have a stronger thing with the better gaming capability.
Yeah, let's not go into that barrel of fish.
Well, I wanted to just make one point that it's... people get annoyed when you point out facts, and it's just because they're really uninformed, and for some crazy reason, when you point out facts and you enlighten people, they get mad. And it's like, I'm not even trying to attack you. Why are you being defensive? I'm just trying to, like, I'm trying to inform you. I'm trying to give you a better gaming experience. Don't get mad at me about it. The only time I can understand you would get mad is if they didn't ask for it.
Well, I can't remember exactly where I heard this, but, like, sometimes it's because people
I don't know how that guy survived.
Yeah, seriously. It's because, like, these people invest money in these things, and I'm not talking about, like, as an actual investor. I mean, they pay money, and, you know, it's something that they kind of...
Yeah, people don't like to be told that they're wrong.
Yeah,
and you spend money on it, and you're basically telling them, hey, you kind of wasted your money, you made a poor marketing decision, you made a poor business decision.
You're insulting their investment and thus their intelligence. You know, I really feel like that was from Revolver. I love that movie, by the way. If you guys have never seen it, I would try to find it somewhere and watch it. It's a good movie. Even if it has Jason Statham in it not blowing things up. Anyway.
We should probably move back to the developer thing, because I only mentioned one, and that's not even my favorite developer. If we're going favorite developer, I'm playing Killing Floor, I have to mention Tripwire.
Yeah, tripwire is...
I mean, they've updated... this is what I really don't understand. People get so upset about them adding content, and this is some fucking hit detection bullshit right there.
How many friggin' shells you fire at that guy?
I don't know. It only takes one bullet for me to die, though. But yeah, they put so much content into Killing Floor, and then people get upset and like, oh, you're killing Floor, you're adding too much content. It's like, they're giving you mostly free stuff, and the stuff that you don't need to buy anything. I mean, you're not being forced to buy it if you want to continue playing. I don't understand why people get so upset about it. I want more content in Killing Floor. I think finally at this point we're kind of getting to the point where it's, you know, there's been oblivious. There's been a little bit too much content now, and I think Killing Floor we need a sequel. It's kind of overstayed its welcome, and it is starting to feel a little bit repetitive, but the third-party support has really helped. I mean, there's so many maps you can get. There's mods like this where gun game wasn't the intended purpose for this, but you know, it's still keeping the game alive. This is a great example of people that say mods aren't the way the games are supposed to be played. It majorly increases long longevity of the game.
Longevity.
Whatever, close enough. So yeah, game's done. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.